Okay.
All right.
Hey, so what do you think about what do you think? Staying on the subject of social media and confidence.
Right.
How do you think that affects confidence? Either one of you.
You can definitely be a lot more confident on social media than you can like we were talking about earlier. It's a lot easier to fake it on social media than it is in person. You know,
Yeah,
I've met plenty of people online who are these icons. You meet them in person, they're very shy, timid. They don't act the way they do. Usually they're a lot shorter too. And
Like me?
That's you. But
Does height matter?
Does high. Napoleon was only 5'8". Remember that?
Was he?
He's a small,
Yes.
he's a smaller dude.
I thought he was 5'2".
No.
Nah,
No.
Oh, he was 5'8".
he was a short dude.
Yeah, he was smaller than the average, but he was a powerhouse.
He was 5'8".
Yes.
Anyway.
Really?
Yes, and he was a powerhouse.
Yeah, so I guess I'm the next Napoleon.
You're a little taller than Napoleon, but yes, he
But
was a
yeah.
powerhouse.
Yeah, you can definitely have a lot more confidence on social media than you can in person. It could also translate as well. You can feel yourself on social media, and eventually that soaks into your persona. But yeah, I think definitely.
I don't
Yeah, I
agree
think
with that.
Well, what do you mean you don't agree with
I
that?
don't agree with that.
Well, what he's trying to say is that because of social media, some people are gaining, I guess, sort of like a false confidence.
Right.
Like
Yes.
you appear.
False
Okay,
confidence.
you know what? I get what you're saying. He
Yes.
means like because of social media, do you actually have confidence IRL, like in real life? You know, not like a false confidence through social media.
Right.
That's basically the question.
Yes, because like I've told my son before, I said, understand this. I didn't have social media growing up. So when I looked in the mirror, I had a mirror at home and I had a mirror in the bathroom at school. So when I got ready in the morning, I looked in that mirror and I had to make sure that my hair and everything was right throughout the entire day because I wasn't going to have an opportunity to look at myself again. So when I went to go use the bathroom, I could look at myself again in the mirror at school, but I couldn't look at myself very. So I had to have the confidence that I was looking right or as right as I could be for the rest of the entire day. And you guys today, you guys have like 200 pictures of the same position over and over and
On
over
the
again.
sink.
This on the sink,
On the
looking
sink.
back, whatever you're doing.
Bad as
Leg
You
up.
know, leg up, whatever. Fold it over the sink. But I'm like, you guys take multiple, and you're looking for, and this is the thing, you guys look at yourselves so often, is that you start to get a body dysmorphia. You start to actually see
I believe it.
things that aren't really there. Like, am I not the right angle? Is the lighting wrong? Am I fat? Am I skinny? Is my hair not right? Am I ugly? And then now, obviously, you have to deal with that every day. But I'm talking about like the people in general have to like. That must be horrible.
Right.
If I had to look at myself that much every single day, like 200 photos, I would start picking myself apart.
That and comparing yourself to other people on social
Yeah, to
media
other
are the
people.
standard.
TikTok,
you know?
Tell
all
me
that
about
shit.
that. Let's talk about that. Please
TikTok.
tell me about that.
The standards are very high.
What
Especially-
are the standards?
I think, for guys
Mm-hmm.
to be quote unquote these alpha male guys, you got to have money, you got to be tall, you got to be muscular. If you don't have those qualities, you're not.
Yeah, I've heard
an
about those
A1
standards.
man.
I've heard about those standards. See, this is where I'm gonna I guess this is my niche. You know, 6 foot, 6 figs, you heard 6 pack or something
Yeah,
like that.
6 pack.
I don't know. I feel like that makes sense. I guess so. But that leads back into our other point about
Yes.
accessibility.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because there's so many people out in the world you can see through social media that, of course, now there has to be a specific type. See, because imagine like everybody that's under 6 foot. Imagine the average dudes, right? Like imagine the
The
dudes-
average is not 6 foot.
That's true as well. You know what I mean?
Unless
The
you
average
were
is
born
not
in,
6
like,
foot.
Sweden.
But I'm saying the average men under 6 foot though. Like imagine most of them though. Like most of them are not probably
El Paso.
Probably not their type. You know what I mean? And I'm talking about throughout the U.S. Like they're kind of maybe not attractive or not. Some
The
of them,
average height is 5'9".
Some of them are not built. Some of them are not this or that. Right. So I don't know. I feel like I'm in a different type of niche, you know, so I got a different experience. But what I'm basically getting back to is that I feel like whenever you're averaging both 6 foot and then underneath 6 foot, it's kind of like you might as well. You know what I mean? You might as well get somebody that's over 6 foot. You know what I mean? Average in the face, and compared to somebody that's average underneath 6 foot.
Right.
That's what I'm basically saying. The numbers, it's like, okay, there's dudes underneath 6 foot that are like, okay, he's not really muscular, not really this, not really. That's the average population due to the accessibility of social media, right? So it's kind of like, okay, you might as well get somebody that's 6 foot.
Right.
But
You
the
might as
thing
well get
is-
somebody that's this and that, right? Like,
My argument is it actual accessibility? Because just because you could see them online doesn't mean you're accessible to them. It's just something you could see online. That doesn't mean you're going to get that 6 foot dude that's rich, whatever, because he has way more options than you have.
But it raises their standards. That's what they're looking for now after
Yeah,
seeing
yeah.
But-
after getting plagued on social media that this is
But
what
this
a
is
man
the
could
thing.
be. That's what they look for now.
And I've asked a young lady before, I said, if you're looking for a 6 foot guy with this and that, how are you ever going to meet a human being?
well, that's the ultimate point.
Because
Yeah,
I'm
that's
like,
the ultimate
why?
point.
The issue.
If you're looking for physical characteristics, you're not looking for a human being because you need to meet the person.
Right.
Like you're looking for a height. Sometimes they're looking for a race. Sometimes they're looking for a measurement. Sometimes they're looking for a finance, like a certain
Yeah.
financial gain. I'm like, if you're looking for all that, you're looking to be exploited. Because that guy that has all these, he's not looking for you. He knows that you're looking for him
Yeah.
because he meets those criteria, and now he's going to exploit you.
And I think that's the main problem is that these girls are looking for this certain type of criteria, right? But then none of these females are bringing that criteria.
They're not bringing-
that matches that criteria to the
Right.
table. You know what I mean? Like
How about you bring loyalty? How about you bring a low body count?
low body count for real.
You know, a man like that's 6 foot, makes a lot of money, and really height. I don't know where this height thing got involved because height ain't got nothing to do with making money. Height ain't got nothing to do with being powerful. I don't know where the height thing came. I'm really confused about that. But
That's just
a man that's financially astute, that he makes more money than the average, is looking for a woman with a low body count. He's looking for a woman because what does Andrew Tate and Jordan Peterson say? And the great Kevin Samuels and that new show that I've been watching, but I forgot the name that I want to give them credit for. A woman is measured on their past,
Yeah.
but a man is measured on his future. So
Yeah,
if you're not
exactly.
giving me a good past, if you got a high body count, or if you got a past that is going to embarrass me, I can't give you my future. Because my future is, because I'm going to appreciate while you depreciate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I need you to have a clean past, not with a high body count because you were thinking that, oh, a tall guy, you've been giving your body, you've been making these connections with these guys that you believe were tall, financially astute, even though you might have get played because there's a lot of dudes they faking the funk around here, that false flex.
Facts.
Be acting like they be renting Lambos from Cali, bringing them to El Paso, and now you think they be passing cards around like they're producers and this and that, but
Yeah.
they're none of that. And then you get exploited. You become another body. You made another connection, but by the time I'm like, and I'm old school, and I've told you before, why date someone that you're not going to marry?
Yeah, no, that's definitely
Your
facts.
husband and your wife is waiting on you. Why are you wasting your connections on these individuals that you're not going to marry when your husband and wife is waiting on you and you wasting your time, wasting your connections? Because the more people you connect with, the more difficult it becomes for you to connect with one person.
right.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Like you desensitize
definitely.
yourself.
Yeah, you become desensitized to it. And now everything that those other standards did to you, exploited you, played you, and now you're with a guy or a gal that's really good for you, now you've been so exploited that now they have to deal with everything that happened to you, all your baggage,
Yeah,
your
everything
trust
in the
issues.
history.
your trust issues. They got to deal with your trust issues.
Keep talking that ish.